The Koreans have a term for it. Jeoju. It means curse in English, and the Philippines continues to fall victim to it following the basketball team's 91-82 defeat against the defending champion Korean squad Monday in the quarterfinals of the 2018 Asian Games at the GBK Basket Hall. The much-awaited Philippines-Korea showdown was like a horror flick. At the onset, the movie scene played out smoothly with the main character seemingly in control of all his faculties and looking as though he would overcome the Jeoju and go on to live a normal life. But as the movie progresses, things began to turn eerily abnormal. The door suddenly shuts by itself. A dark shadow starts to lurk behind the curtains until a ghastly figure finally emerges from the floor and devours the poor fellow in one fell swoop. That's exactly what happened to the Filipinos against the defending champion Koreans, even if they brought in someone who was deemed incorruptible, Clarkson. For 3 quarters, the Philippines took charge of the game with Clarkson getting backed by Phil German, Christian Stan Hardinger, Stanley Pringle, Paul Lee and just about anyone head coach Yang Guo fielded in. After a shaky start, the Philippines stepped up its attack and drew premium points from Clarkson, who missed his first 3 shots before finding his range and rhythm, and from a local crew eager to prove the Philippines isn't just all about the Cleveland Cavaliers starter. At the end of the half, the Philippines had the edge, 44-42, behind Stanley Pringle's late explosion late in the second quarter. And things got pretty interesting early in the third, when the Philippines surged to a 50-42 advantage. For Korea, it was the time to get down to business and buckle down to work was what they did as the Philippines found itself just holding a razor-thin 65-64 lead going into the final 10 minutes of play. An avalanche of trays coming from everywhere, mostly from the springy Heo Il-young, took the life out of the Philippines despite efforts by Clarkson to revive it. Kim Sun-hyung's triple with 4:12 remaining gave Korea an 80-72 lead that later snowballed to 86-74 with 2:35 left on another Heo hit from downtown. Head coach Yang Guo, who had earlier entertained illusions of grandeur, realized later it was wishful thinking. When they got going, and they got their rhythm, that's the time they made it, and we were losing out also on the offensive rebounds, said Guo, noting Korea's success in retrieving the offensive ball during the crucial phase. Ricardo Ratliff, Korea's naturalized player and former PBA import, banged in a game-high 30 points and grabbed 14 rebounds, while Heo and Kim added 17 each. Clarkson led the way with 25 points and 8 boards in almost 35 minutes of play. With the defeat, the Philippines will now have to regroup and shoot its way to improve its 7th-place finish 4 years ago in Incheon. The Philippines' next game will likely be against Japan, which was playing powerhouse Iran in the other quarterfinal pairing. If the Philippines wins its next game, it will figure in the battle for 5th. Scores: Korea 91, Ratliff 30, Heo Il-young 17, Lee Jung-in 17, Lee Se-young 11, Jeon Junbyeom 9, Heo Young 6, Lee Jung-in 1, Park Chan-hee 0, Choi Jun-young 0. Philippines 82, Clarkson 25, Stan Hardinger 16, Pringle 14, Dallaston 11, Norwood 5, Almazan 5, Belga 3, Aram 0, Talava 0. Quarters: 22-18, 42-44, 64-65, 91-82.